I met a gypsy.
Nations this year, were you just over it? Like just tired, haven't had a break in 2 years?
This year?
Yeah.
I was done.
Yeah. That's the vibe I got.
I
saw the body language on the bike.
So I won my title, and once that week, just before Nations, I didn't ride. I was empty. I was empty. Like, I put so much pressure all year long to get that title that once I got it, I felt like I was empty. It's weird. I think I've never had this feeling my whole life. Like, I was done. Like, I did what I had to do, and I couldn't push my body more. So I didn't ride that week. I still did physical training, obviously. I wanted to do good in Nations. I won Saturday. And already I was like, I didn't see myself on Sunday like fully charged, you know, like also the rain, like little rain. I didn't feel very good with my bike this weekend too.
I feel like that would maybe be like the worst track for that bike.
Everything together didn't really make a nice Sunday. Then I was like, all right, last moto, which did little changes to my setup. I said, okay, let's see if we can get a good start. If not, we just ride it out and that's it. I was like around fourth, and then I'm like, let's see if I want to go fast, let's see what happens. I passed everyone. And then I start having problems with my goggles because the Scott is goggles are very thin on top, like the foam is very thin, and it kind of rain, but drops, like little drops, and it went in my inside of the lens, you know, in the inside. So, like, I made a little mistake, and Tomac passed me. I was trying to follow, and I couldn't see the ruts properly, like all the time like that. And then I knew I had to come over. I started thinking about riding the Cowie. I'm like, I don't know, so many things went to my head that I blocked myself. Like at one point, I was like, goggles, not good. Myself, mentally, done. And I couldn't ride it anymore. Like a track that should be good for me too, like with the ruts and stuff. I just couldn't ride it anymore. I stopped for goggles. Nobody was there, and it was also my fault. Didn't really communicate good with the team. But I was quite tired from all year, and especially mentally.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be incredibly hard to go through. I'm sure there's like just a dump.
Plus, I was scared to get injured. I was like, I don't want to crash here and don't get to ride the bike now and do this testing because it's so important for the next year.
Yeah.
So many things went into my head, and I was not right. I was not prepared to race that day. I was not ready, to be honest.
No, it just makes complete sense.
I mean, I was off. I was just not myself. I was just too many things. Saturday, didn't think about anything. Good. Sunday, woke up, the rain, the goggles, that thing.
A lot going on.
And I didn't have the power in me to, okay, no problem. I still do it.
Yeah.
If that day would have been the last race of the championship, no problem. I still got it. But I didn't have anything to prove.
Yeah.
I wanted to do good for Spain, obviously, but
you also don't really have the team.
I was too tired mentally.
Yeah. No, it just makes complete sense.
It's a pity because I told my team, Spanish team, I'm like, I'm sorry I couldn't deliver the results I wanted for the team. I was off. I was just tired from the whole year. It was too much stress. I've never had so much stress in my life, like in the body, like what we talked before about the values and everything. I never had this in my life because it was, in my head, I only had one option, that was winning. And I was scared to fail on that. And because I was scared to fail, I had so much stress. I knew one part of the body knew I was going to get it, but till you don't get it, it's not sure.
Yeah, yeah. And it just makes sense that there's a certain like dump that you have. Like it's not like an adrenaline dump, but it's like the same. It's like the same thing where I don't know if this happens when you like ride or whatever, but like in like fighting or whatever, you're just like, you have this huge adrenaline dump that
Exactly.
happens. And then after that, it's like you can't even open a water bottle.
Yeah.
It's like you just don't have strength. That everything is like, it's like everything's left your body. And I feel like that is a thing that can happen to your brain after you reach a big goal. Like to just, I even felt it after the World Vets last year when I did that race. I was like, I'm done. I've ridden a handful of times because I just did so much riding. I put so much like effort into it.
I didn't feel ready to race Motocross of Nations this year, like mentally.
Yeah.
I was not ready because
You're just given everything.
I gave all my 100%.
Yeah.
So, because I knew it was so important for me to get the world title, I gave my life. I gave everything. So I didn't have anything left for them, for the team, for Motocross of Nations. I just couldn't. I just rode it, and that's it. But to be honest, I didn't really want to race because I was tired. But yeah, I had to race. I had to race for the team.
Yeah. What did you make of the battle between Jett and Gajser?
I was happy that Gajser won. To be honest, come on, I need to be realistic, right? I've been battling with Gajser all year long, so if Jett comes and beats Gajser, it's like, all right, we'll see if I can beat Jett, But if Gajser beats Jett, it's like, all right, I beat him, so mathematically, it should be okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. That makes
I've been
complete
racing
sense.
with that team Gajser all year long. That team Gajser that fought Jett till the very last corner, that was my team Gajser all year long. Every single
20 races.
qualifying race,
Yeah,
every
yeah.
single first moto and second moto. I had to beat that guy.
60 times. When you say it like that.
It's crazy.
Gnarly, eh? It was, I mean, dude, also Australia winning their first one. That was probably my favorite Motocross of Nations of all time.
Yep.
But
Congrats.
thanks, mate. I had nothing to do with it, but thank you.
It's a country. It's good.
But I mean, it was crazy to watch those guys battle.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Jett.
I think Jett didn't expect. Jett didn't expect Gajser to do that move.
Nah.
But the race is not done till you cross the finish line. It's like that.
I wonder. I wonder also like how much mentally Jett had to give as well for that race. Like I mean, he was obviously like they were going for it, but I feel like it's a weird race because everyone's kind of in that boat in a sense. Like I think everyone gets there and it's like really hard to make it happen for that weekend unless your team is like right in the mix. I think you can like find an extra gear, or a guy like Tim. Slovenia has one rider.
Yes.
So it's like every time he goes, it's just for him personally.
Yes.
And I think that Tim had a lot to gain from Motocross of Nations because he was able, like, he had Jett there and he had everyone there. He had Eli there. So, like, personally, he can make a massive statement. And the team factor's not really going to come into it. Like, he kind of is the only guy that can do that race and race for himself.
Yeah. And after, getting second 1 week earlier in the World Championship, I think, like, mentally it's not easy. Coming to the last round, getting beat there, because he could have won the championship.
Well, he had the lead.
He had the lead, but no, coming to the last round too. Like 4 points, it's
true.
nothing. Or 7 points, it's nothing.
Yeah.
Like he could have, won everything, and maybe me second and 1/3, and he would have won the championship. So yeah, I think it's very tough mentally to after leading for so long, and then the last 3 rounds gone.
Yeah.
Very, very tough. And I feel like in Nations, he could go out and said, okay, I'm still capable of winning. That kind of mentality. And I think it helped him now for sure for the off season and to keep him motivated as well. And just more happy. I feel like finishing the season on a high, it's cool.
If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.